This team leverages the Hunt version of March 7th being absolutely insane. Can't believe she's a free unit. You can play her as Super Break, which I do here. The only difficult to get unit for this team is Rowan May, since she's a limited character. You have to wait for a banner. The other two being Harmony MC and March are free, and the best support here is Gallagher. You want to make Harmony MC the Shifu to give her the speed boost, but March gets a break effect boost, which we need for Super Break. Nothing too difficult in this side because Harmony MC and March 7 do so much toughness damage that anything with Imaginary Break just doesn't stand a chance. Even I was a little surprised by how much toughness break they do in the second wave, but we'll wait for that. The strategy for this side is simple. Kill the new enemy before it can debuff you. It attacks a lot and its mechanic immobilizes your units, which we don't want. Most people would say Rowan May is the linchpin in this team, and that is somewhat true. She provides a 68% damage boost, extra toughness break, and res bend. But without Harmony MC, you just can't super break, so this team will not work. The sustain doesn't matter. I just put Fushuan here because it's the easiest clear for my account, but Gallagher is better for damage because his Besotted State debuffs the enemy to take more super break damage. I'm not going to talk too much more about the run because March makes it really easy, especially with the MOC buff killing the fodder enemy to the left. But you just saw her do 190k almost with one enhanced basic, which is a lot considering the amount of turns she gets and just the overall number of turns this team gets. More often than not, all your attacks, basic, enhanced, basic, ultimate, should all be targeting the broken unit on the field. Unless it can break another enemy, you need to prioritize super break damage. Imaginary break is good for the delay, of course, but the damage you get is also pretty decent and adds up quickly. In general, you won't get too much damage if the enemy isn't broken, so prioritize any enemies that are broken or breaking enemies. You will definitely have a surplus of skill points on this team, considering March never skills and Rowan May skills every 3 turns. You can just spam skill on Harmony MC to have her ultimate uptime be 100% and also deal insane amounts of super break damage on units that are broken. I'm trying to kill this fodder enemy because the elite is basically dead, and I don't know if the MOC buff will go off in time, and I want to finish this wave on the 20th cycle, otherwise Kafka becomes annoying. It ends up being useless. I should have just focused on the elite, and I think if I ran this again, that's what I would do. We start the boss fight with 28 cycles left, and I hate Kafka. She sucks as a boss. I don't have any sustain that cleanse, so if anyone gets dominated, they stay dominated. This is the only reason I don't have Gallagher here, because you need Eidolons for him to cleanse. Fushuan has a CC resist on his skill, so I keep skilling as often as possible to avoid the dominate. Kafka uses her dominate on her first and fourth turn. Whatever sustain cleanse you have, keep that in mind so that you don't waste resources by spamming skill cleanse, whatever you use. This is the exact moment I was super confused by how much March was breaking. I thought I would use the regular strat of killing the elite, but I can break Kafka before a first turn, and I went for it. Not to mention a 190k hit is always appreciated. Since I already broke Kafka, I just stitched my original idea of killing the Wolf Elite and focused on bringing Kafka down, and then move on to the low health elite later. Once the elite casts the debuff, you just need to hit it once. No problem. We have 2 units with AoE. Rowan May can hit him since she doesn't have any damage anyway, and it doesn't matter who you target. For March, you lose a little bit of damage, but it's better than losing the 2 turns from the dominate. Because Rowan May plus Imaginary Break, Kafka did not get to move, and overall that's probably the best outcome. However, this is RNG because enough of MC's skill hits have to connect to be in the range for Rowan May to break. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Dreams do come true. Not so fast. Time to show you what I can really do. And there we go, pretty easy 4 cycle clear, and then you can move on to the actual difficult boss, which is in the second half.